Okay, so what's the difference between regular pencils and number two pencils? To be honest, I had no idea until now. Number two pencils seem to be more legible because I remember in elementary school when we took the CRCT, they would be like, make sure you have a number two pencil. Or from elementary, middle to high school, when we took any test or quiz, the teacher would be like, make sure you have a number two pencil. And if you don't know if it's number two, you look right here on the side. I don't know if you can see that, or I don't know if my camera focused, but right here it says NO2. That lets you know it's number two. And most mechanical pencils are number two pencils. Now, between regular pencils, oh, this is a number two pencil as well. But most of the good number two pencils are of the yellow orange color. The ones that have all the different designs on it, I'm not sure if those will be classified as number two pencils. But if you look on the side and it has the number two on it, then common sense will tell you that it's a number two pencil. However, if you look on the side and you don't see the number two, 8 times out of 10, it's not a number two pencil. Most of the mechanical pencils are number two pencils, and most of the yellow and orange pencils are number two pencils. Now, the pencils that you get from Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, or any store that sells pencils, basically, if you like, you know that they have all the different designs, like Valentine's Day, they have the heart designs, Easter, they have the egg design, Christmas, they have the reindeer, Santa Claus, gingerbread designs, any type of design. Those pencils aren't necessarily number two. Now, the difference is the lead. This part right here. If you don't know what that is, of course, that's the part that gets written on the paper, the lead. The lead is of different pencils have a different type of bread. The pencils have a different type of lead material. The lead in the number two pencils is more strong and it reads clearer. Cause like when you take a CRCT and when you bubble in, they put your answer sheet through a Scantron, and the lead from a number two pencil can be read a lot more easier than that from a regular pencil. Now the lead from one of the other pencils isn't as strong, and it could have an error when reading. So that's why teachers stress to use number two pencils than these pencils. So that's what the difference is. It's just the lead. So, but when you get to college, you can pretty much write with anything. Well, I'm not going to say that. But you just should just know the difference. Now, they last the same amount of time depending on how much you write with it. The more you write with it, the more you have to sharpen it. And then when you sharpen it down to the very bottom, you have no choice but to throw it away and get a fresh new one. So, that's the difference between regular pencils and number two pencils. You have a problem with it, just take it up with your teacher, because your teachers have been writing with pencils longer than you have. And if they can't tell you what the difference is between a regular pencil and a number two pencil, then they don't need to be teaching. Because I promise you, in the future, you're going to be writing with almost anything. Well, most grown folks write with ink pens, but with ink pens you can't erase. Pencils you can erase, but a lot of people might write more comfortably with ink pens. Others don't. Different people like to write with different things. So, if your teacher stresses for you to write with a number two pencil, don't argue. Just do it. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to matter what you wrote with. As long as you wrote with a number two pencil, then you'll be straight.